All right, stick around. I'm going to show you a prefab tankless setup that I do in my basement and then bring it to the client's house. If your tankless doesn't have these service valves right on the bottom of them, you're going to have a tough time servicing them. But this one seems to really get some people going because they don't see what it's worth to do the tankless in my basement and then carry it to somebody else's house. But hear me out. It weighs about the same as a 40-gallon water heater, so carrying it down the stairs isn't really a problem. And if you cut the board to 34 inches wide, then you can fit it through most doorways. And when you go and look at the job, you measure from the floor to the ceiling, and you make sure that you don't make it taller than that. Now, what's it do, prefabbing them in my basement and then bringing them to somebody's house? Since I work alone, it's going to save me I would probably take 12 hours to start it in someone's basement and turn it over in the same day. I'm thinking it would be about 12 hours. So by doing it in my own basement, say we got some stuff to do around the house, and since the kids are home, then I get to just run downstairs, take care of this while the kids are home, and she's got stuff to run errands on. I'm a one-man wrecking crew, and all the time I can get at my house, I'm going to try to get it. So on this one, I'm going to do a water filter, because on the last post, some people were asking why I didn't put one, and I honestly didn't know they existed. So they actually make one specific for tankless water heaters with that stainless T. You're going to see me install this Galvy split ring because I'm going to use 1/2-inch brass nipples coming off the bottom for the cold side to get to the T. Now hear me out. It is two different metals, but brass is better than a dielectric union. Remember that. If you learn nothing at all, just learn that brass is your dielectric union. What the filter's going to do is just take out any more sediment out of it before it sends it through the coil. The coil, I've never opened one up. I'm going to say it's around a 3/8 tubing that's on the inside, so the less stuff that travels through a 3/8 tube, the better. And if you don't have the service ports on this, like I was saying before, you can't do the 30-minute cleanse of the 3/8 tubing throughout the tankless, which is very important to make your tankless last more than 10 years, I would say. I got an Aqua Pure filter. It's made specifically for tankless. We're going to be doing Pro Press because I don't sweat any joints, as most of you know. That's the RP 115. I got a 1/2-inch and 3/4 jaws. I'm not sure if it does any more than that. We're using Type L copper tubing because you don't use Type M on domestic water supplies like I see most of you Instagram plumbers do. Ooh, call them out. And why is that? So if it's got red label on it, it's a thinner wall pipe. We use that for heat, and if it's got the blue letters on it, then that's Type L. We use that domestic because that's thicker. And then you get the Type K, which is green letters, and that's for underground because it's even thicker than that, just like your sister. Moving on to the gas pipe, I thread everything up to the gas cock. Yes, it's called the gas cock. Then once I get into the ceiling, I move over to Mega Press and tie right into the main. That's going to be a whole nother video after I get this thing set on the wall, will be the tie-in portions. And it's also going to make it so everything's going to be up in the ceiling. I took my measurements. The copper stub outs will be in the ceiling. The gas pipe will be in the ceiling. I'll have to cut those pieces down once I get there for the tie-in points. But I don't care what any of you clowns say on here. This definitely saves some time in the customer's basement. And yes, you just watched me put tape and dope on gas pipe to really piss some people off. But I hold it back at least a thread or two. And I got my reasons for it. I don't care what you say. You can do just dope. I'm going to do dope and tape forever. If it's a thread, it's getting both. We're rocking Douglas channel locks on this sucker because I don't own a wrench. No, I'm just kidding. I got a wrench. And the other one is a rigid flat jaw offset wrench. I'm not sure of the numbers. I'm not that in tune with the things that are inside my hand. This black wrench is not the one I was talking about. This is just a regular adjustable. The other one is a red wrench. It's offset, smooth jaw, no teeth, just like your sister, so it doesn't mar anything up. We got the condensation and the limestone neutralization in the same setup. That way the condensate is cleaned before it goes into your sewer. So there it is, all set up on the board, getting ready to go to the client's house. Prefabbed in my basement, brought to somebody else's. Now it's time to exploit my wife and kids on here. So they're graduating from kindergarten to the 1st grade, and listen, it happens fast. Like I'm doing right now, I'm capturing memories that I'll have forever. So everybody can say what they want in the comment section. There's the boys, Miss Monster's looking fire like usual. There's my girls. In about a year, maybe 2, I'll rewatch this video and and be happy that I captured it. So, and you can never get these two to actually smile in the same picture. So we do our best, and Mrs. Monster will always smile.